You're crazy. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I?
So, there's an image that is currently trending on Twitter at the minute. And the image, I'll show you here, is of two monkeys, yeah? And the caption goes as follows. The first frame is how a black American sees an African. And the second picture, the one on the right, is how white supremacists see black Americans, right? And the first thing I thought when I saw this meme was, this is some divide and conquer shit, yeah? This image or this kind of like ideal is either being put together by one of your Candace Owens types people.
To be black, you instantly have to jump up like a fucking trained chimpanzee, excuse my language, like a trained chimpanzee every single time the media runs a story.
And I've already explained what they are, yeah? Or a racist white supremacist person. And why it's a divide and conquer image, right, is because black people do not refer to themselves as monkeys, yeah? Now, the second image is right, because I would argue that a lot of racist, and I quote racist white people or racist white supremacist people, they always refer to black people as monkeys across the globe. But globally, black people, whether they're from America, Africa, UK, Japan, wherever, we don't refer to ourselves as monkeys. Now, don't get me wrong, yeah? We have our internal beefs, yeah? We have our internal arguments, so forth and so on. But all groups have that, yeah? The English don't get on with the Scottish. The French have it underlying thing with the British, and the Russians don't like so-and-so, yeah? Every group has their internal beefs, yeah? But like I said, black people do not refer to each other as monkeys because we've always been called monkeys by other groups of people, right? So in my vision or in my idea or how I see it, should I say, is that whoever made this meme up, right, has to be someone from outside the group, yeah? And that's what sold. And to be honest with you, it was when I saw the first image and it says how black Americans see Africans, that is to me what sells out the whole play. To suggest that it is someone from outside the group that came up with this image, right? And why it's divide and conquer is because what we've seen recently, yeah, is that a lot of black people are getting on code, yeah, across the globe in general, yeah. Since the George Floyd murder, right, that it kind of like awoken a lot of people, especially a lot of black people, right, to see, you know what, yeah, we need to do something about this. And all of a sudden now, what you'll find is that a lot of black people are putting aside their petty arguments and the petty little this, that, and the other, and starting to unify as one. And when that happens, the powers that be from outside the group are going to find it very hard to control us. Yeah, just like for example, a corporate company that doesn't want to have a union. Yeah, you know, when the employees have a union and they find that their boss is going to do something fuckery, or their boss try to imply some kind of law that they don't want to adhere to, yeah, they say, right, okay, then they rallied together, right, okay, then, right, we're going on strike. If you don't amend whatever it is you're doing, boss, yeah, we're going to go on strike, and therefore the union has power and has control. So based on that ideology, yeah, when black people unite, certain white supremacists, and I'm not calling out white people, I'm saying certain white supremacists and white racist people, especially those who have that power, or who are in that position of boss, they can't control black people like that, or they're going to find it very hard to control black people, especially when we start demanding things like reparations, yeah? So what they're going to have to do, or what they've come up with, is this idea of how to divide us again, yeah? And putting up a meme like this, in my opinion, is just one of those ways of doing it, because you'll find that there was always going to be a little internal beef between Africans and Americans, and Africans and England, and even Africans and English people. Because, you know, African Americans know that their ancestors actually built up America. Just like, say, for example, like with the Windrush Jamaicans and West Indians, should I say, that came here in the 40s and 50s and helped to rebuild this country after the war. When their efforts were not recognized, yeah, and we were told in the 80s to, why don't you go back to your own country? We felt kind of like cheated. But then in the late 80s, 90s, going into 2000s, you had an influx of African people coming into the country, and they were getting all kind of rewards and benefits and handouts and stepping stones as the white supremacists at the time, or the people at the time, were trying to appease their actions. But that's a whole new different story, and I'll go into that into more detail later on. But as for now, I'm just saying that this image here, in my opinion, from what I can, or how I see it, is a purely divide and conquer tactic, yeah? But let me know in the comments below what you think, you know what I mean? And that's all I gotta say. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes.